Hello and welcome in this video series of Azure Logic Apps. Today we are going to learn how we can create our first Azure Logic app using Azure Portal. I have also created a video series on Azure Function Apps and Azure Database for MySQL. If you are interested, I will provide the link to the series in the description box. In the next video, we will learn how we can create an approval-based workflow using Logic Apps. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button for more. So I have already signed into the portal. Here we can click on this create a resource button. So here we can choose the resource type that we are going to create from this dashboard, or if it's not available under dashboard, then we can search for the resource. Logic apps. So this is the resource type that we are going to create. Let's click on this create button. So here we have to choose a subscription to which this logic app will be built. We are going to use this free trial. Then we have to choose the resource group. So let's choose this YouTube demo resource group. Then we have to enter the name of the logic app. Let's say YouTube demo logic app for now. The region will be selected by default from the resource group. Then we have to choose the plan type. Either we can use this standard or consumption. So let's go with standard for now. Then these are the settings: Windows plan and pricing plan. Then we have to choose the zone redundancy. So for now we have disabled this zone redundancy because we don't want our app to be hosted on multiple zones. Then let's click this review plus create button. Click on create. Submitting deployment. Deployment is in progress. Once this is done, we can go to our resource. Deployment is complete. Let's go to resource. So here under workflows, we can add our own workflow. So we had enter the name of the workflow. Let's say YouTube workflow. Click on create. Successfully saved our workflow. Let's design our workflow using designer. We can also use this code option. So let's go with designer. Here we have to add a trigger. So these are the available triggers with Microsoft Logic Apps. So let's design a logic app that will send an email to the designated email ID. So for that, let's use this. Let's choose this HTTP request. So the HTTP URL will be generated once we save our logic app or once we save our workflow. So in the next step, when we trigger this URL, we want to send an email to our desired mail ID. So let's search for Outlook. So we want to send out an email, send an email. Let's choose the sign in button. So here we have to specify the mail ID to which we are going to send this email. Let's say gmail.com, and let's specify the subject code byte YouTube test email. Specify the body of the email. Let's say, hi, this is an auto email from Azure Logic App. Thanks. Goodbye. Then we have to choose the importance type. Here we can choose the importance type from normal, low to high. Then add any parameters if we want. So we have completed this. Settings, code view. This is done. Let's save our workflow. So we have successfully saved our workflow. Let's click on this. So this is the URL. If we hit this URL, an email will be sent to our mail ID that we have configured in the Logic app. If we have copied this, let me paste it here and click on send. Let me sign into my mail ID and show you. So this is the email that I have received from the Logic app. Hi, this is an auto-generated email from Azure Logic App. Thanks, goodbye. So we have first successfully created our first Logic app. In the next video, we will learn how we can create an approval-based workflow using Azure Logic Apps. Thanks.